back to the 1997 revised constitution of the Gambia. Section 187, subsection 2B states that the armed forces shall establish training programs for its members at all levels, so that they will have the opportunity to benefit on secondment programs and also to return to a useful civilian life after their military service. So if you go to these academies, acquire your knowledge, obviously if you leave the army, you are still useful. Okay. Yes. So this thing,
you're going to, you're going to earn a high degree in engineering, public relations, science, math, doctor, agriculture, yes. I mean, you're going to be very employable.
Exactly. So there is the life after the armed forces. And this thing, like I was saying, this is not the first program of such nature in the armed forces, because we have officers who are attended the Royal Military Academy of Sandhurst, the Nigerian Defense Academy, officers who attended Pakistan Academy, Turkey. So all these officers are useful. They have life after the armed forces. Okay. Yes.
Who usually sponsors students in the armed forces?
Okay, His Excellency the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces has created a defense scholarship package in the armed forces. Annually, he sponsors a number of students from the armed forces. We have officers who are attending the university and some doing their master's degree program even in England. And they are all sponsored by His Excellency the President. I was among a group of 10 who were sent to Ukraine in 2003. And all of us came back with our degrees.
What do you study?
I did aviation and space technology and piloting.
Okay.
Yes.
He's going to be your first Gambian astronaut.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, now maybe the students or the parents would like to access you so as to get more information about this program. Now, what is your numbers?
Okay, I have 422-3930.
Say that again.
422-3930. That is the office line, and you can only access me from 8 to 4.
Okay.
Yes, and my mobile number is 9966046 and 3848696.
Okay.
You can get me through these numbers.
Can you repeat the mobile numbers again?
9966046, 9966046 and 3848696.
Okay.
Thank you.
Back to
Cindy.
Cindy. I should have known that first. Now, can you please tell us again? You said it earlier, and I want you to re-emphasize it again. How many students will you be needing from this country for the different programs? And specifically, each program will require how many students?
The rules and the regulations state that up to 6 from each country can apply to the different academies. That means that 6 Gambians can apply to the Air Force Academy, 6 Gambians can apply to West Point. 6 can apply to the Coast Guard, etc.
6 will be chosen?
No. 1 will be chosen by the academy itself. And a lot of that is going to be on how they did on their physical assessment, how they did on their SAT, their standard achievement test, and on their English skills. The final decision is going to be made by them, and it will be 1 Gambian. I have worked with the Gambian youth for 3 years. I've worked with students from 17 to about 24. And you have some of the brightest students in the world here. I am just so impressed with the Gambian youth and their thirst for knowledge. And I just think of this program and how it's just going to benefit not only those students, but also the Gambia.
Okay. Jaw, ayo kumo min fo kumata bagale. Saying Jamal len mo modimi yalonko. Programme be sola la wala la mo jellem anon programme yamira mo jelle bitaje.
Okay, coming kunti afunya min dor komanto programme nying abrorin tunkon laka akam to ko karamun nani wala ba nying wala ba dawa blari nying programme ko kono karambo ko karambon ibe sola la mo worala nyano ko be tomban baro mo worol kono ibo mo kilina tombana je akam to ko karambungol nyimbe ko de bebo mo kilimba mo worol tomban baro mo worol nyin kono kilin na bola je akam to ko at the end of the day ni ya kol nyimbe kafunyoma mo nani wala bunda Gambia na tara ko be tara nyama ila results betiata ila sefrol betiata yo mo nan wala be muna fanna programme nyin yamina modol to jikila tila ba fala ko he
Monanda mauta manjante fando na je.
Ani mala munyata jiklate. Kadnya jibe nafa mimbije. A warta bakele. And besides Captain Bubi afanyami, Gambia Armed Forces wala be responsible la all the tests. Ila SAT test, SAT nyanda kodo minjola kao examination nyinke italo ba bejola. Dépenser coup bije. Gambia Armed Forces la ba.
Ita
manda fende pas faji.
So hani failed akam
Hani failed akam doke imam fo.
Okay.
You understand? So wala bije.
Okay. What I was asking him is, since you have only 4 students that will be leaving the country, if successful for this program, many will say, wow, is it even necessary for me to do it because it's only 4 students, maybe I'll not be lucky. Do you think that should deter them or demotivate them to apply?
No. You could be one of those 4 students.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's just it. You could be the one who's chosen. Okay. And you don't know exactly how many other people are going to be applying. Don't ever let something like that stop you from applying.
Okay.
It's really a fantastic program that everyone should really be going for.
Maybe,
and as I said,
maybe I'll be going for it.
I think so. and I really believe, I know that when I've worked with this program in other countries, I've been very successful in recruiting students. And I always look for your second-year college, your second-year university students. Okay. And the reason that we do that is because they have their English skills down pat by that time.
Okay. Mbobi, your last word before we wrap up the program. It seems,
okay, I just want to remind the viewers also that this is not the Gambia Armed Forces General Selection or the CSB selection. This is a selection to select young Gambians who will be attending this academy and they are ready to come and serve the Gambia Armed Forces. Before leaving, after successfully completing the program, before leaving for the academies, you will have to sign a bond with the Gambia Armed Forces. That when you come back, you will serve the Gambia Armed Forces for a minimum period of 10 years.
After 10 years, if you wish, you could leave?
Yes, after 10 years, yeah, you can leave if you wish.
Okay, while Lulu see all of Bala program.
Okay, dama buga fateli mboka mi rek mboka yene li dur Gambia Armed Forces recruit selection bu mak or officer selection. Li selection bo xamne la pour ñu slotting am pour United States Service Academies yi ni te comme niko gaay waxe fini rek xey na 4 candidates rek ñoy mëna successful waye terewul na ku nekk mën nga apply te ku nekk sa wërsaga anda waaw te so
te bala nga dem da nga sign bond
de bala nga dem di nga sign bond ne so ñëwé di nga serve Gambia Armed Forces 10 years tan if you so failé pour def lol di nga wara delu wat United States government bi xaliss bi invest on ci yow yep. Just as I said in English, you will have to reimburse this United States government all that was invested in you.
And it's over $150,000.
Okay.
Yes.
So
excuse me, Abakar. So I just want to say that if you are not interested in serving the Gambia Armed Forces, this program is not for you.
Yes.
It is for only those who
wish
to serve the Gambia Armed Forces.
But I'd also like to emphasize at this point that the Gambia Armed Forces is very well respected for their professionalism. Okay. I think that coming back and serving the Gambia Armed Forces for 10 years would be an honor to anybody who did go through the academies.
Okay.
Okay. Comme mbubi afanyami do mbadi maninga lo melal wolang akamim bambandi do wolang momo yalanko ye tombong ye muna fanyi programme sartole ye milandi wolang imari nyanda Gambia Armed Forces nyanda dogo kaleji sanji tang ani mari nyanda mburuna na Gambia jande ni Gambia Armed Forces dogo ke at least sanji tang
an nyande be dabe bon sign
ay bo ha iga fami to wol ka fami bon wolang agreement kamben kayto ha ini wala signala jambi bida
okay anu ninga tay itata iman songa join army ibela kuro jolal
ha ofana mu kudolti miyala ko regulation on lalandi comme ya sartol milandi wala den ko wala mom miyala ko ye mun fanyina imari man pare ni ngame am fas sheddo ko ke wala nati man son wala ku ye kudo ke miyala ko ani sirol manta kodo nying iba be jolale sanji nano kono ku dépense o mbe kundo kabrila ila bunjolo mbang ila domoro ila bukolo aning feo feng mi yana ko American masakundi ya dépense o be kundo iba be jola anu kam mi fateng amaka ko dindinde is over $150,000
okay
asiara hotel woni ajibe million on lawo kon
okay thank you very much Ibrahim Joe thank you very much the charge d'affaires thank you very much Boob. There viewers, this is all we have time for in this special program. Hope you enjoyed it and don't hesitate to apply. Young students and parents push your children to apply. They give you their numbers and Repeat your number one again. Once again.
4223930, 4223930.